Hello friends. Welcome to my channel Historical Treasures. Today we will talk about two historical treasures of London, a symbol of British monarchy. The Tower of London and Tower Bridge. The Tower of London is a historic castle located on the north bank of the River Thames in central London, is one of the city's most famous landmarks. Its history is rich, spanning nearly 1,000 years. Here are some key points. The tower was founded by William the Conqueror shortly after his victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. The White Tower, which gives the entire castle its name, was built in 1078 as a demonstration of Norman power, strategically located to dominate the skyline of London. Over the centuries, the tower was expanded significantly. Various monarchs, including Richard the Lionheart, Henry III, and Edward I, added walls, towers, and a moat. The tower became a complex of buildings used for royal residence, military defense, and a prison. The tower is perhaps most famously known as a prison. It held many notable prisoners, including Anne Boleyn, Sir Thomas More, and Lady Jane Grey. Executions were often carried out on Tower Green, within the castle's walls, rather than on the more public Tower Hill. Since the 17th century, the tower has housed the crown jewels of the United Kingdom, a collection of ceremonial and symbolic items worn by British monarchs during coronations and other state events. During both World War I and World War II, the tower was used again as a prison and was the site of several executions of spies. Today, the Tower of London is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the UK, attracting millions of visitors each year. It is managed by the historic Royal Palaces charity. The tower is guarded by the Yeoman Warders, also known as Beefeaters. These ceremonial guards are former members of the British Armed Forces. A legend states that if the ravens ever leave the tower, the kingdom will fall. To prevent this, at least 6 ravens are kept at the tower at all times, and their wings are clipped to ensure they stay. One of the most infamous stories associated with the tower is that of the two young princes, Edward V and his brother Richard, who disappeared in the tower in 1483. Their fate remains one of England's greatest mysteries. The White Tower, the central keep, is one of the best preserved 11th century structures in Europe. It houses the royal armories, a collection of historic weapons and armor. For over 500 years, the tower housed the Royal Mint, where the nation's coins were produced. The Tower of London was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1988 due to its outstanding universal value and its role in British history. The Tower of London remains a symbol of the British monarchy, with a legacy intertwined with the country's history, both dark and illustrious. The Tower of London is very close to Tower Bridge. In fact, they are right next to each other on the River Thames in central London. The Tower of London is located on the north bank of the river, just a short walk from the entrance to Tower Bridge. You can easily visit both landmarks in the same trip as they are within a few minutes' walk of each other. Tower Bridge is one of London's most iconic landmarks, known for its distinctive design and historical significance. Here's a brief history and some interesting facts about it. Tower Bridge was built between 1886 and 1894. The construction was initiated to solve the problem of increased road traffic and the need to maintain river access to the Pool of London docks. The bridge was designed by architect Sir Horace Jones and civil engineer Sir John Wolfe Barry. It is a combined bascule, drawbridge, and suspension bridge, allowing it to open for river traffic. The bridge was officially opened on June 30, 1894, by the then Prince of Wales, later King Edward VII, and his wife, Princess Alexandra. Tower Bridge was built to ease congestion while still allowing tall-masted ships to pass through. Its central span is split into 2 bascules that can be raised to allow river traffic to pass. Tower Bridge is often mistaken for London Bridge. It is a blend of Gothic and Victorian architecture, with 2 massive towers connected by walkways. The original hydraulic machinery used steam to power the bascules. This was replaced with an electro-hydraulic system in the 1970s. The bridge is 800 feet (240 meters) in length, with its towers standing 213 feet, 65 meters tall. Each bascule weighs over 1,000 tons and can be raised in about 5 minutes. They are raised around 1,000 times a year. The upper walkways, initially intended for pedestrians while the bridge was raised, are now part of an exhibition that offers panoramic views of London. Tower Bridge was originally painted a chocolate brown color. In 1977, for Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee, it was painted red, white, and blue. The bridge was repainted in 2016 to restore the original colors. Tower Bridge has been featured in numerous films and TV shows, making it one of the most recognizable structures in the world. It is not only a functional bridge but also a major tourist attraction. The Tower Bridge exhibition allows visitors to explore the Victorian engine rooms and learn about the history of the bridge. Tower Bridge remains a symbol of London and is admired for both its engineering and its aesthetic appeal. Like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel Historical Treasures and stay connected for more informative videos.